come to you? Even with bananas? You still won't?
So welcome to Mogul Hills. I welcome you to Shah Hills firstly. So the people who lived here in the past were referred to as the Se people. S and then E, which means back. So essentially this the hill was supposed to be called Se Hills instead of Shah Hills. So they said the British came and then they mispronounced it and then they said Shah, which has remained till now. So when they lived there, they lived in 4 hills and then they had one cultural site, which is this.
Okay.
So the 4 hills were namely Hinwayo, Sayo, Ajuku and then Manya. So all the 4 hills were inhabited by 4 different tribes. So they took turns in bringing their young girls here at the age of 12 or 13 to undergo the puberty rites, also known as the Igbo rites. So essentially they just bring them here and camp them here for 6 months to initiate them into marriage or adulthood. So after 6 months, you'll be given a mark for any mind to identify that you have gone under the Igbo rites.
Oh, shoot. All right, you guys, so we are here at Shah Hills Resource Reserve Park. And there's all kinds of animals here. As you see, I'm up in the mountains up here. Very nice, very cool breeze up here. It's very calming, very relaxing. So we get a tour guide here. He takes you around to the campgrounds and everything. And we had to climb up these mountains, these rocks. And we bothered with the fly. I'm fighting a fly up here. It's just one, but it doesn't spoil the mood though. It's still beautiful up here. So hopefully you guys get to come here and check it out. We'll show you guys around as we get our tour too. So hey, come on along. Just imagine if this was steep. Do the jump. First, the marks again are for.
These are oval indentations of the activities the ladies undertook here. So they undertook grinding activities like grinding of their spices and then herbs for cooking, sometimes for medicinal purposes. And then after the 6 months of stay here, you will be adorned with beads. So they usually grind glass on this rock. So for the entire 6 months, all the beads which will be used to decorate your body, you grind all the glasses yourselves, and then the elders will make your beads for you. Okay. So that explains the overall invitation.
So then underneath, this is where you said they slept, right?
Yeah. So for the 6 months of stay here, they slept here, and there are a lot of chambers inside.
Wow.
So about 80 girls could fit in at a time.
Wow.
Yeah. So they slept here for the 6 months.
And then they'll go back to their house. So are they already chosen for a wife by somebody, or they're just going back prepared for a husband?
Yeah, so after the 6 months, you'll be identified by giving a mark on your body.
As ready.
Yeah, so whichever man is desire of you and he wants to marry you, if he sees the mark, yeah, you are prepared to get married because you've undergone the Igbo rites.
Okay, nice. Very nice, very nice. Top, you said the baboons, they sleep on top so they can keep an eye out on things.
Snakes, predators.
Right, and so down here, like all these wet marks.
Okay, so these marks are from some species of monkeys we have here, which are called the green monkeys. We have baboons, we have green monkeys, and we have less spots nose monkeys. These are used from the green monkeys because they usually like to take their rest here during the day when the baboons are not around.
Okay.
But usually the baboons bully them when they are around. So usually when you find monkeys, green monkeys, you won't find baboons around. When you find baboons around, you won't find.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because of their size, the baboons usually beat them all the time.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Hey, come give me some.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we are still here at the Shy Hills Resort Park, and currently these are where the zebras are. So these are some beautiful zebras, as you can see in the picture or in the video.
Oh, the skin looks so nice and smooth.
These zebras, they are melanistic. They produce melanin.
Oh, I never knew that.
They have an abnormality in their genetic makeup. The female is sick.
Oh.
So we sent her in for treatment. This is the male. Around the world, this is how the male stages look like. They have black and white feathers. And usually they are attractive compared to the female. Females have brown short feathers. As you can see, has just
It's too heavy for the legs.
also the best we have in the world. It has the biggest eye.
The biggest eye?
An open eye about 5 centimeters. Okay, so welcome to the Museum of Natural and Cultural Heritage at Shy Hills. It has to do with the display of animal skins and skulls we have in the park and other parks as well.
Can we get to touch them?
Yeah. They are all natural and cultural. So,
Naturally nice.
yeah. So the park, they work in hand in hand with archaeologists. Usually archaeologists come into the park and then they make excavations to find out about old materials that people in the park have used. And then they make interpretations to the finds they make. And the tourism unit takes on. So when you go inside, you find some material cultures of the Shy people who lived here, as well as skins and skulls of animals in the parks and other parks as well. What we have here is called a wall of skins. So like I was saying, we display skins of animals in the parks and other parks as well. So as you can see here, we have the skin of a leopard
That feels really nice.
coming in from the Mole National Park in the northern region. We find leopards there.
Oh, I'll need this in my house.
See the back?
So guys, this is the skin of a leopard, as you guys can see here. It's so beautiful and very, very fluffy. Oh, I wish you guys could feel this thing.
Okay, so what we have here is the skin of a Nile crocodile. It is called a Nile crocodile because it was studied extensively in the Nile River, which is why it is called a Nile crocodile. And it's the biggest species of crocodiles we have in Africa.
Oh, can you guys hear that? All right, so this the skin of a Nile crocodile.
So up here we have what we call the monitor lizard. In Akan, we call it mampam. It is deaf. This is the vibration on the ground to detect movement. So as loud as you can shout, it won't hear you unless it sees you. And they run very fast. And usually the big ones, they use this as their defense mechanism. So a huge monitor lizard can kill a goat by clipping it with its tail. Yeah. And then within the small cat family, we have the civet cat.
Say again, the name?
Within civet.
Civet cat.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is nocturnal and then it's very wild. We have
You could tell it's very wild from this.
We have very sharp canines and powerful jaws. So continuing from here, we have the bushback. Bushback.
Bushback.
Yeah. Like I was saying, we have 90 species of antelopes around the world. But this pack has just three, which is the bushback, the cob, and then the diker, the Maxwell diker.
So this is the back or the skin of a cob antelope.
So in addition to the cob and then the bushback, we have this, which is called the Maxwell diker. It's the smallest of all the antelope species. In our
Alright.
it is called Adoa.
So this is the smallest species, the smallest
Species of antelopes.
species of antelopes, as you guys can see.
Maxwell diker.
Maxwell diker. I don't know why they didn't name it Daniel diker, but Maxwell diker.
Yeah. So continuing from here, we have the skin of the olive baboon. We call them olive baboon because of the color of their fur. It's olive.
And this is the skin of a baboon.
So these like the ones that are out here?
Yeah.
The skin of a baboon. Wow,
We have
guys.
yellow baboons too, but they are native to Tanzania. We don't have yellow baboons in Ghana.
Can you guys see it? Can you see it? Wow.
That's a cob antelope as well.
There's also a cob antelope.
So these ones are captive bred lions from the Kumasi Zoo. They were taken in 2020, so they are 2 years now. And this is how a typical male baboon looks like. The females have red bottles compared to the males who
Okay.
have black bottles.
Okay.
And then when it's so the cubs we are seeing are the African rock pythons. So in one of the hills we have in the park, we have quite a lot there. That is their natural habitat.
Wow.
Yeah,
So just
this-
a bunch of snakes back there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a continuation of this.
Okay.
So you can tell how
How long it
is.
was. Wow.
So usually the females grow bigger than the males. So this is the female. This
So
is
the female is
male.
this whole two
Yeah.
pieces together.
And then this is the
And then
male.
this is the male.
So beside it, we have the exoskeleton of the dwarf crocodile here. They are normal crocodiles, but they don't grow long. They just grow big in size. And they are nocturnal too. They come out.
Skeleton of a dwarf crocodile. Wow.
They come out just at night. So we have the skull of a bushback here, the one with the horizontal and vertical stripes.
Oh, okay.
This is how their horns look, skull look like.
Let's see.
And then their skins as well. So below here are genet cats. They belong to the same family as the civet cats. Yeah. They are all nocturnal. They are very wild. It's the ear of the baby elephant.
The ear.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, did you hear that? That is the ear of a baby elephant.
Wow. Does not feel good.
It's so hard, but has a lot of hair. You guys can see it. That's the hair. That's how hard it is. That's the ear of a baby elephant.
And then what we have here is called the olive baboon skull. The skull of the olive baboon.
So this is skull of the olive baboon.
You know, they are primates, so they have similar skulls as humans. So this is the skull of a zebra. So like I was saying, naturally every time their back tooth falls out and their ear grows. So this is how it fell off before it died.
This is skull of a zebra, guys.
And then what we have here are the lower jaws of the cob.
Of the what?
The cob, lower jaws of the cob. And then the thigh bone of the Maxwell diker I was talking about. So here we have the skull of a buffalo here.
Wow. This is skull of a buffalo.
They are very common in the Volta region. Find them right there. So like I was saying, we have 90 species of antelopes. So this, and this are all subspecies of antelopes.
Wow. These are all subspecies of antelope, guys.
And then this is how the male cob skull looks like. The females are without horns. And then this is how the male one looks like. So usually we determine their ages by the number of stripes on the horns. So you should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He lived for 13 years before he died.
Wow. Amazing.
Then around the world we have 3 types of tortoises. We have the savanna tortoise, we have the sea turtle, and then the forest one. This is how the savanna tortoise looks like. There's an adult one and there's the baby one.
Wow.
So how do you get that? That would be the whole shell, the whole body. Like how do that?
Yes.
That's the turtle. Like how do you get the whole thing and it's hollow? Like you guys, somebody cleaned it out, or,
It died naturally.
and then just took the insides out.
Yeah.
Wow.
The meat is occupying what they also call the defense mechanism. So when they feel threatened, they just do this and then they spike it out.
Right.
And by the time it comes out, it's very poisonous and it kills within 2 minutes. And so for every quill it loses, one will grow instantly.
That's the tail of a porcupine.
And what we have here is the skull of an adult elephant.
Wow.
This right here is the foot of a baby elephant. Do you see how big this is? It doesn't even, it covers my whole head and some. That's huge. A baby elephant. Wow.
This is how.
Wow. The skull of a baby elephant's head. Wait. Now.
Wait, he's gonna
hold
get
on.
there. He's gonna show the jaw. Let him show the jaw of the elephant. That's the-
How do you pronounce this word?
Usually when the Americans come, they pronounce it hippopotamus.
No, I mean us. You hear.
Hippopotamus.
Say again.
Hippopotamus.
And how do you pronounce it?
Hippopotamus.
Dang.
And you laugh at us.
No, we laugh at ourselves.
Okay. So this is the skull of a hippopotamus.
Yeah.
So that's the skull of a hippopotamus.
They are very common in the Bronga region.
Wow.
Then what we have here is the skull of
A crocodile.
This is the only time you get to see.
Inside.
Yeah. So you just have to. And the olive oil as well.
Wow.
And this is the elephant skin.
This is the skin of an elephant.
Yeah.
I'll probably need this for my belt. This is the skin of an elephant.
I was saying the males are attractive compared to the females. So this is how a male ostrich feather looks like. And this is how a female ostrich feather looks like.
This is the feathers of a female ostrich, and then that is the feathers of a male ostrich. And I personally am falling in love with that of the males,
Right.
feathers.
They are attractive compared to the females.